Hello and welcome. In this audiobook, we'll explore the key ideas from the book Individual Psychology by Alfred Adler, one of the pioneers of modern psychology. Now, don't worry if psychology sounds like a heavy or complicated subject. This journey is not about difficult theories or technical terms. Instead, it's about understanding people, how we grow, how we struggle, and how we find our place in the world. Adler believed that every person is shaped not only by their past, but also by their hopes, goals, and relationships. He focused on something deeply human, our desire to belong, to improve, and to feel that our lives matter. As you listen, imagine this as a conversation with a friendly guide, someone helping you see everyday life in a new way. You may recognize parts of yourself, your family, or the people around you in the ideas we discuss. Opening, what Adler was really saying. Today we are looking at Individual Psychology, the work of Alfred Adler, a thinker who changed the way we understand human behavior. At the heart of Adler's idea is something simple but powerful. People do not just react to life. They try to make sense of it and move toward a goal. Adler believed that each person develops a unique style of living, shaped by early experiences, family life, struggles, and the need to belong. In other words, Adler did not see a person as a machine driven only by hidden forces. He saw a human being as someone who is always trying to find their place in the world. The person as a whole. Adler's psychology begins with one basic idea: a person should be understood as a whole. That means you cannot explain someone by looking at only one part of them, like their fears, habits, or childhood memories alone. You have to look at the full picture. Adler thought every person has a direction in life, almost like a compass. Even when someone feels confused or stuck, their actions usually make sense once you understand the goal they are moving toward. Sometimes that goal is healthy, like wanting to belong, improve, or contribute. Sometimes it becomes mistaken, like trying too hard to prove worth or avoid failure. A good way to think about this is to imagine a tree. You cannot understand the branches without knowing the roots, and you cannot understand the roots without seeing the whole tree. Adler wanted psychology to look at the whole tree, the struggle to overcome inferiority. One of Adler's best-known ideas is the feeling of inferiority. He believed that, at some point, almost everyone feels small, weak, or not good enough. As children, this is natural. We are dependent, vulnerable, and surrounded by bigger people. But Adler said this feeling does not have to destroy us. In fact, it can become the force that pushes us forward. Think of it like climbing a hill. At first, the hill looks too steep, and that can be discouraging. But that same challenge can also give you energy to keep going. According to Adler, people often spend their lives trying to overcome feelings of weakness by developing skills, confidence, and purpose. The problem comes when a person gets stuck in those feelings and starts building an entire personality around them. Then they may avoid risks, seek constant approval, or try to dominate others. Lifestyle, the pattern behind the person. Adler believed that early in life, each person begins to form a lifestyle, a personal pattern for dealing with the world. This style is not just a set of habits. It is the way a person tends to think, feel, and act when facing problems. It shapes how they handle success, failure, relationships, and responsibility. For example, one child may decide, often without words, "I must be strong to be safe." Another may decide, "I must please people to be accepted." Another may decide, "I must stand out so no one ignores me." These patterns can remain hidden, but they guide behavior for years. Adler's point was that if we want to understand someone, we need to understand this inner pattern. Family, birth order, and social life. Adler also paid close attention to family life. He believed the home is one of the first places where a child learns how to see themselves and others. Siblings, parents, attention, rivalry, support, and affection all shape personality. He was especially interested in birth order. He did not claim that birth order decides everything, but he believed it can influence a child's role in the family. The oldest child, the younger child, and the only child may each grow up with different experiences and expectations. Adler also emphasized something very important. Human beings are social creatures. Healthy development does not mean becoming superior to others. It means learning how to cooperate, contribute, and live with a sense of social interest. That social interest is Adler's vision of mental health. A well-developed person is not just successful for themselves. They are connected to others and able to take part in community life.